welcome back to another video. Today I want to do a kind of a double strand necklace, but one is going to be with the memory wire. I do not have it in the gold. I only have it in the silver, and this is a much thinner, and so it's going to be not as thick as those bracelets that I did in the previous video. So I have everything that I need here, and these colors are just absolutely gorgeous together. So I wanted to show you my design. I had done one previously, and we're going to go ahead and begin. So hopefully the camera won't focus on everything in the background. So as I put it on here, I'll try to show you these beautiful beads up close. These were the 10 millimeter that I showed you that came from the Sam's bead box. They are the Czech Picasso. These are also the Czech flower beads here. And they just have this beautiful, I think it's hard to tell, almost like a bronze wash on there. But they're just gorgeous. And so I do have some bicones here that have this beautiful AB finish, and it is a purple, so they just go beautiful together. I'm going to be using some of the Bargain Bead Box spacer beads. These ones are really nice because they don't have those sharp holes. Those I like a lot. And I have it set the way I'm going to design it. And also these here are, these are also Czech bead. These I got at the Bead Box Bargain. So there's just an eclectic stuff that I got going on here. And these are the alabaster. It's like a cream color with like a, I don't know, like a bronzy kind of wash over those as well. And these are Czech here. These are, I believe, 6 millimeter. And they are in the beautiful gold tone. And I'm going to be using some rice beads here. They have a beautiful sheen on there. And I have, these are, you know, you would use these probably for like leather, but I am going to be using them on the memory wire. And even though the memory wire is much thinner than this, it's the rice bead that's going to hold it in place. Okay, so I don't want to lose that. Okay. And I have one of the larger of my lobster claw clasp here. And this is the 18 karat gold that's on it, and it's already sealed. It came sealed. So this is absolutely beautiful. We're going to use some chain. This came in the Annie's bead box. And also this came in the Annie's bead box. So this is going to be part of the chain. Part of the focal on the chain. Okay, and I do have some little dangles that I've created with leftover pieces too. So I'll show you how to do those, make the loops. I've done that previously, so it's just so we don't have to sit and wait for an hour. We're just going to try to get this all together. So let's begin. So you're going to start with taking your memory wire. So whether you have it in gold, and this is the necklace memory wire, by the way. As you can see, it's much bigger, but it is very, very light, which is the reason why we're going to use some chain to make sure that it doesn't just fall off with the weight of the beads. And I've already made the loop here. So you're just going to take your round nose pliers and make the loop the size that you want. I don't need it that large, so that you start with that, and this way when you start placing your beads on, it won't fall off. So I am going to start with the cap that's going to go on that end. So because it's going to come up to the end here, and it's going to sit like that, you want to make sure you put it on where it's going to go. So you're going to go from the top, and then you're just going to bring it around so that it sits like that. And now you're going to start adding your beads. And I know if you don't have any of these, it's just a matter of whatever beads you choose. I just happen to just love these colors together. And so I have 7 of the rice on this side. And so we'll get, I want to get it down to where I can add these on, and then I'll add this side off of the camera. Okay. They just are so gorgeous together. And 7. Okay. And then we're going to go with, we're going to start with putting on, actually, I think I'm going to want, maybe 2 more of these. I'm not sure. You know what? I think I'll grab 2 more of these. All right, so I'm going to have, just so I have something at the end of those to kind of separate it from the next bead. So I'm just going to go ahead and add on one of those spacer beads. And then we're going to go ahead and start with the next set. So that's going to be a gold, a purple, purple bicone, then it's going to go with another bicone, the gold, and then we're going to go ahead and start the next set, which I have right here, and we're going to go with another spacer bead and one of those alabaster cream colored ones, a bicone, okay, I just love these ones. That, then we're going to go ahead with this, and now we're going to go into the next set. So I'm hoping, let's see, so now we're going to take the flowers and we're going to start with, now I have 6 here, so they're going to be 2, 2, and 2. So we're going to start with this one. We're going to face this one backwards because we're going to face, they're going to face each other. So they look like that. Okay. Then we're going to put in a purple bicone. Again, the next set. Have it face it. Purple bicone. I love the AB finish on that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And again. And the reason why I laid it all out was because I have to get one of these, so I may have to pull out another one. Yeah. Is because, you know, it's not always easy to try to measure these. You really have to set it up in advance and play around with it before you do it on camera, because you know, you just may end up having to like take everything off and go, okay, that's not going to fit. So far, this is what we have. I just think this is just so pretty. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and start with the big ones here. These are going to be the focal. So we're going to go ahead and, so it's 1 and 1. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to get out more spacers. And another. So I'm going to have to replace this one now that I'm stealing it, because it was supposed to be for the other side. Okay. And then, yeah, let me grab 2 more. Alright, so I need 1 for that end. And then let me just have an extra one in case I need it, because I want to make sure that both sides are the same. So always check your work, because it will happen. We will always end up missing some sort of bead, and hopefully it's not noticeable, you know, if you're going to wear it yourself. All right, so this is what we have, and this is the focal. Look at how gorgeous those are. That beautiful sheen that's on there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off here, and then I'll come back when we're going to finish off this end. All right, so now I have them all on here, and as you can see, all by itself, this is not going to stay. So you want to make sure that it sits right on top of that bead, and when you go to make your loop here, you want to make sure you get it so that it is right on top of that to keep that in place. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this because obviously it's too much at this point. So I'm going to take my wire cutters here. Now this is more challenging because you may not get it exactly, and it may be a little bit more crooked, but because it's going to be in the back, it's not going to be as noticeable. So, but do try to get it as even as possible. So I'm going to come in here. And let's see, so we want to go right about there for now. Okay, just make sure you don't lose it. I'm going to put those, I'm going to grab my round nose pliers. Let's see if I can come in a little bit closer. So you want to try to get that loop, you know, facing this way, so you'll have to kind of just anchor it and hold it perhaps against your chest or something. Okay, and hopefully it's not going to be too big. Yeah, it might be a little too big. Let me take my other my old Xuron cutters and see if I can get a little bit off of that. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, because see, this is thin. But normally I wouldn't use my cutters on that, but those Xurons are so old. I need to get some newer Xuron. I do have other cutters. They're pretty good, but I do like my Xuron. So I'm going to come in here and go to the place where I did in my previous one, and hopefully that'll work out. Let's see. I think it will. So I want to really get it in there to hold that in place. Okay. So yeah, so they're not exactly in the exact same, but I'm going to try to get them there. All right, so let's see, let's come back out. And a little bit more. do for now. Okay, so I just think this is so gorgeous right now. So now we're going to cut off a little bit of chain, just enough so, you know, if you have a larger neck, you want to have enough where this can come out. I don't need a whole lot. So I'm probably just going to cut off. This also came in the Annie's bead box. I do have a new one, so I'll probably do a video on that. So I'm going to make sure that they're not all stuck. And just kind of cut it down, because I'm just going to cut it in half. So I'm just going to cut it like right here for now. And then try to get it equal. So I'm going to take and put my head pin through one side. I'm going to bring the other one up. Just to see if we can find the center here. Okay, so as you can see, there is a center. I think that's it. So I'm going to cut it down the middle here only, and then we'll go from there to see if they're equal. If not, we'll just take one off. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I have one link too much. All right, I think it's... All right, now they should be equal. Whoops. So basically, we're going to do that. We're going to take, I have 4mm, my 4mm jump rings. Okay, so I want to get to open up my jump rings. Let's see, we're going to have to come over here. And we're going to put one here. Put it on there. And then add the chain. I think that's magnetized now. It should go through. I shouldn't have a problem with the 4mm going through this. Okay, yeah. And then we're going to go ahead and close that up. All right, now I am going to take another 4. Oops. Wow, they're so tiny. Put it on the end. And just make sure when you make your loops here that they are nice and closed so your jump ring does not go through. So I want to make sure, and again, you know, if you are right-handed, it wouldn't matter on this because you could just flip it over. There is no front or back to these. Go ahead and put that on there. All right. Very, very small. And then we'll just do the same for the other side. There it is. Now, if you don't want it to have all that extra hanging, you can go ahead and just add a jump ring here. So you can just go ahead and clip it right on there. And in fact, I think I just might do that because I think that might be good enough for me. So if your neck is larger than what could fit on the normal necklace memory wire, then you can just add more. but I'm just going to go ahead and add this. Because I think this will be just fine for me. And I want to be able to have enough room here for when we add the other chain for the second part of the necklace. Oh, wow, what is going on here? All right, I need to flip this over because I can't seem to move this around. Okay. All right, so that is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that together and we'll work on the other one. So yeah, I think that's going to be fine for me. All right, so let's just put this aside and I'm going to work on the other. All right, let me just, I got all this icky stuff on here. All right, so with the chain, you want to measure out what it is that you choose. And since this is going to be closer to your throat, almost like it's like a choker, really. So for the part that you want to hang down here on your chest, just use the same process you would use to make your a regular necklace. So I think I'm going to go with let's see, where's my ruler? Here it is. I think I'll go with 17. I'll go with 17, and I can always, you know, change it if I feel it's way too long. So I got 12 here, and then I'm going to go with 5 more. All right, so I'm just going to clip it there, and it's not exact, but taking into consideration you're putting it on each one of these, so you're almost adding a ½ an inch to it, even an inch. If it tends to fall outward, you'll end up having it, you know, anywhere from a ½ an inch to an inch and a half, depending on how much you put here, and that's going to determine how far this will fall down. The focal will be on your chest. So just want to make sure I don't have these pieces hanging around here. So they're almost soldered together. Okay, so this is the one I want. Oops, sorry guys, I hit the camera. All right, so I'm going to put this back in a well, I'm just going to put that aside for now. All right. So basically, we're going to make this. So I have a large jump ring, and I have to get another. So it's about, I would say this is about a 7 millimeter. That'll be fine for this. If you want to use an 8, that's fine. So basically, I'm just going to put, I got to bring this over here. It's such a mess over here. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. I am going to put that on here. And I'm going to close this. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put this on here right now. I'm just going to slip this through. Okay, now if you notice on here, the two sides are a little bit different. It's almost like this was where they punched it and this came out forward. So I like this side. So I'm going to have this towards the front. And I've already cleaned and sealed this. And if you need to see the video where I show you exactly how to clean and seal your metals so that they don't tarnish, I will leave the link of that video that I did in the description box. And I hope I don't forget. But, so I'm going to leave that here for now. I'm going to put... Actually, I'm going to wait on that only because once I put the jump rings on, it's going to be where I'm going to attach it to the memory wire. So from here, we're going to make sure we have the other jump ring. We're going to take and make whatever you want for dangles, and I'll show you some of the ones I made, and I just think they're just so gorgeous. Making them with what I've had left over. And this, I'll show you the other necklace that I made, and I got 2 of these in there. So this is, I would say this is about an 8mm, and this is like the same thing, an alabaster, or, you know, just that little Picasso thing going on in there. And with the rice bead, I just think it's so pretty. I did this one already, made the loop. It's got little spacers in there. Just think that's so pretty. I've made this one. Just, oh, I just love that AB on that purple. So pretty, and it just goes so well with gold. And then a spacer bead, bicone, and then a little daisy spacer. Very tiny. All right, so again, just to show you, I'm going to show you a couple of times. So I'm just going to take my flat nose, and you want to go up against that bead at first, okay? And then hold your beads, everything down, come up just a little bit, okay? And you want to give it a bend so that you have almost a 90°. And this is where you're going to go ahead and cut off like you normally would do to make your loop. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to come in here to make a loop. If it can stop wiggling on me. Just be careful you don't crunch everything, because you don't want to crack any of your, especially the bicones. They can crack so easily. And I'm not worried about whether it's perfectly straight up or not. I just want to make sure that the loop is closed. Okay, and then I'll show you one more. Again, come down, come up just a bit so you can make your bend. Cut that, and oops. It'll get away from you, so. And I'm just gonna, it's already getting crooked. I'll go ahead and I'll straighten that out. Oh, that drives me nuts. It just wants to get away from you, you know. All right, this one definitely needs a little bit of straightening out. There we go. Much better. All right, so let me get this one done. I'll be right back. All right, so I have that done. Now we're just going to go ahead and take this jump ring and get them all on there. Hopefully we won't have any issues with whether there's enough room. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. And I want to put the big one in the middle first. And then put the small one. And then, so I only have, I think I made 4, yeah. So it's going to be really just 2 on one side. Now, I'm going to do this one. And then I'll do that one. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and add this to this jump ring and close it. And if there's any issues, then maybe I will just add more jump rings, the smaller ones, but we'll see. So right now that's what we have here. It's gonna stick out. All right. So this is what we have right now, and I'll probably go ahead and make another one, add it. I'll probably add like, you know what? Maybe if I add, let's see. Here, you know what I'll do? Where can I find that opening? There it is. All right, what I'm going to do is this. I want to see how this works. I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm going to add, is that the side I want? No, this is the side. I'm going to put this on here. Oop. All right, so I'm going to add that, but then I'm going to take this, hopefully I can get in there. I'm going to put that in here. And then I'll come up and see if this makes a difference. If not, I'll forget it all together. Okay. Let's see, which side is it? Okay, it's this side. What is going on here? The chain got loose. I mean, the chain, oh. It's wrapped around the chain. That's the problem. Okay. Okay. So I think that's, you know, it's different. It's cute. And I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. You know, because if I go back and I look at it, and I'll be like, you know, I think I might change that front, but I just think it's cute like this. I may even change the positions, and we'll see. But I just think it's just so adorable with all these beautiful colors and the sparkle. And I just think it's so, so pretty. So now we're going to go ahead and add, bring this back in. Again, these things are, keep flipping over onto the other side. Once it's hanging, it's fine. I'm going to take a 4mm Where's the opening? Let's see, right there. Okay. You're just going to take one end of your necklace, of your chain, whatever you choose. So small. Okay. All right, and this is where we're going to go ahead and add it to, we're going to add it to, you can add it to either jump ring, but I would say go ahead and add it to the loop that is of the memory wire. Kind of hard to see here. Memory wire, it just, you know, it's a little bit, when you're trying to work with getting something on it, obviously it doesn't flow like regular chain. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to have to start getting me some of those magnified jeweler's lenses or something, because this is not easy to see. All right, now we're going to do the same thing here. All right, let's open this. See if I can do this left-handed. Come in from behind here. All right, this is gonna drive me crazy. Let's get this right in here. I almost lost it. Keeps wanting to slip out. If you can't get a good grip on it, it's not easy to turn these, turn them and get them lined up. Excuse me. All right, so this is what we have. So when you go to put it on, this will open up with it. This will go around the neck, and this should hang. Let's come out a little. Move this out of the way. So yeah, so this should follow around your neck. And this will flow right down to the center. I just think that is so, so pretty. Okay. All right, and let me show you the other one that I have, and I think that's going to be it, because I was, you know, designing, I wanted to do something with the necklace memory wire, and I was like, I don't have the gold. And I said, but you know, if a tiny little piece sticks out that is silver, it's not going to be even noticeable because the rest of it is in this beautiful gold tone. So let me get that and I'll show you, and that'll be that. All right, so this is the one that I first did. Very simple, and it has the same beads here. So I've used them all up now, and there's that green one here. I only had 3 left, so I put 2 on here and then 1 as part of that dangly. And these I had done previously from the Annie's bead box, and I still have 3 more of these, so I'll probably make another earring and necklace set. But I thought that these were beautiful. So this is garnet right in here that came in the Annie's bead box. And so I made a set, and I used my cubic zirconia butterfly backs with the studs. The studs. So that set is here. And I have the necklace on that we just made, and I'm going to show you that in a few seconds. So there is that beautiful set right there, and I'm probably going to wear those tomorrow to work. Not that anybody notices. It's so weird. You walk by and you could have, you know, neon lights hanging on and people still wouldn't notice. So it actually cracks me up because, you know, I like that little sparkle, and you know, I'm outside a lot, so that sunshine or even just the light, even if it's cloudy, will, you know, go on and make those things just bling. And I don't know, nobody says anything. Now, I'm not looking for the praise, but it's like I kind of want somebody to say, "Wow, those are really nice." You know, I would like a gift for a family member, and you know, make that, and I'd be more than happy. You know, more often than not, I just give stuff away because I just enjoy doing this. And so, but yeah, it would just be nice to hear somebody say, "I really like your stuff. Can you make something for me?" That, I think that would just be really nice to hear. So let me turn the camera around so you can see that I'm actually wearing it, and I want to show you because I know you guys like to see that sometimes. All right, so give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. I just think that it's such a beautiful combination of colors, and hopefully you can see that purple. I know there's kind of a yellow tint, even though I don't have the yellowing in the light. I don't know, maybe I have kind of an ivory paint on my wall, so maybe. But yeah, there it is. And yeah, you can see the sparkle, and see the changes comes right around and sits right there. It's in a perfect position for me. So I just love it right there. This goes right around, and I just hooked it in the back. And there it is. You can see the sparkle. Look at that. I love that sparkle right when you move. There it is. So everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this. You know what? Maybe I could put the earrings on because I took the ones I was wearing out today. Although it's a bit much wearing this kind of earring, I think, because you know, when you're wearing a necklace, sometimes, you know, taking the earrings, putting it with it, it's kind of too much. You don't want it to take away from that. But give me a second, I'll be right back, and I'll put these on. All right, and here they are. I think that is just adorable here too, with the cubic zirconia to give it a little flash, because I kind of I don't have like the greens in here, but it still has the alabaster, and it's got the garnet color, so it kind of has that wine color that would even be close enough to go with the, you know, that deep purple that's in here. So everyone, that's that. I hope you have a good night, and God bless. And don't forget, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. God bless. We'll see you soon.